So if you have blocks, if that would be helpful, maybe a strap, whatever would serve you in your practice. So we'll do a little spring meditation, welcoming it in, letting your body land in a comfortable place. Whether you're seated or laying down, just feeling the support beneath you, around you, maybe adding to that support as you notice how your body feels once you land. And you might close your eyes or have a soft gaze, whatever really helps you drop in. And just taking in these moments to welcome in the season of growth, of balance, of equality and expansion. It welcomes in new life, energy, and a supportive ground for ideas and intentions to expand. Just as we see reflective in nature, right? I invite you to just take a steady breath in through the nose, expanding the lungs, and releasing through the nose or mouth. Another steady breath in. And releasing. And one more. Nice full breath in through the nose, filling the belly, the ribs, the heart space. Letting it out effortlessly. And then for these next few cycles of breath, just invite you to really exhale any stagnant air, stagnant energy, any tension, any worries of the future, nations of the past season. Really welcoming in this moment, this experience. So once again, let's take a full breath in through the nose. And again, releasing stagnant energy. Another breath in through the nose. Breathing in this moment. And releasing. And last one, deep, full breath in. Letting go of whatever doesn't serve you right now. And then as we come back to our natural breath for the moment, just visualizing an intention for the new season ahead. And I invite you to play it out. If you are there in this moment, as it is, visualizing it as it's happening, what do you notice about that moment? What does the environment feel like? How does your body feel? Is there a sense of peace, gratitude, love? So let's breathe into that feeling. Deep inhale through the nose. And release. Again, breathing into that intention as if it's already here. It's happening right now within you. And releasing. Another deep breath into that feeling. It is already present. It is already yours. And letting it go. And then I invite you just visualizing spring, visualizing the dirt beneath your feet, visualizing colors, flowers, sun. New life. And noticing any felt sense that you have with this visualization in your body. And then with that felt sense, again, coming back to your intention for this season. Beautiful. And then just taking a moment to really hone in on something that you feel grateful for. Picturing that in your mind's eye. Visualize writing it down. And noticing that felt sense in your body. And then noticing what in your body wants to move as we've been still for a few moments. Anything organic, just listening to your body. Nice. And then wherever you are, we can start seated. So taking your time to get there if you happen to be laying down. And notice if you want something beneath you, if that would help support your spine, your hips. I always think I'm fine until I put something under me, and then it's like, oh, that's so much nicer. So do what you need. Check in with your body. And then checking out your spine as you're seated here. You might draw the chin in a bit. Stacking head over heart, heart over pelvis. Beautiful. Let's give a roll to the shoulders. Any movement into the neck as you do that, that feels just intuitive. Nice. Let's sweep the arms up to the sky. Nice full breath in. And then we're going to exhale and cactus the arms, opening the heart, welcoming. And then let's bring the elbows and palms together. As we do, we'll bring the navel to the spine and the chin towards the chest. We'll take a full breath in, opening the arms, lifting the heart. Exhale, rounding through the spine, chin towards the chest. Let's take about 3 more of these. Your pace, your movement, letting your movement really represent your breath. As you're ready, we'll come back to that long spine. Let's sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart. Again, inhale the arms all the way up. And then this time on the exhale, we'll turn the palms to face down and letting them just slowly release with your breath. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we gently fall. And take that again. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, they fall. Beautiful. Let's take a side opener. Left hand lands on the earth or a block. Right arm reaches over. Notice where your head wants to be. It might feel comfortable to turn down towards the ground or up towards the sky. On the inhale, let's draw the right arm, right shoulder back as the heart starts to turn towards the ceiling. And then on the exhale, we can turn down towards the left hand. Let's take that again. These twists in our body. Letting the next inhale lift you all the way back up. And the exhale can bring the right hand down, left arm over. As we bring that left arm over, really grounding that left sit bone. Inviting the inhale to draw the left arm, left shoulder back, the heart lifts towards the sky. On the exhale, we gently turn towards the right hand on the earth. Let's take that again. Letting the next inhale lift you back up. Using the core as well. Palms touch and we draw it right to the heart space. Beautiful. And then from here, if you're not sitting on something, I recommend that you might want to. I'm actually going to make my seat a little bit higher. So we're going to gonna bend into our knees and get into the hips a little bit, but we're going to do some fascia work through the upper back, the neck, and the shoulders. So bending the knees, feet on the ground. I mean, of course, you don't have to have any blocks, but it can be really a lot in the hips. So I like to lift myself up, especially before we've even done much in the practice. So bringing our Elbows to the inside of the knees. And it has a little cat-cow movement as well to it. Hands are in prayer. And as the hands are in prayer here, we're going to push the knees into the elbows, and you're going to kind of push the elbows into the knees, but the knees win. And as we do that, we'll feel that come all the way up through our upper back and around. So get that isometric movement going. And as we do, bringing the chin towards the chest. And you'll only do this as intense, if you will, as feels appropriate. And then on the inhale, we soften. There's no isometric movement. We start to lengthen the spine and lift up the heart, nice and soft. And then slowly we'll take that again, pressing the knees into the elbows, elbows into the knees. You should feel this through the sides and the back of the shoulders and neck, and then soften and release. So that fascia gets really tight there. And this helps to break up any adhesions. We'll take that one more time. The beauty about fascia release is it has much more staying power than your average stress. Maybe one more for good luck, but if this doesn't feel right to you, skip it like everything. Beautiful. And then we can release that, maybe some movement in the shoulders. Let's bring the left hand down by your left foot and just reach that right arm up to the sky. And again, you can have a little isometric thing going on here with the left side. Feeling into that engagement. And then we can switch it out. Right hand comes down, left arm reaches up. Turns on through the QL. Lots of things are happening here. Beautiful. And then come on down and just roll through the shoulders. Nice. If it works in your body, come into hero's pose. So the feet come behind. I'm actually going to come off one block, but that's just me. If this doesn't feel good for you, find a comfortable seat that does, because this can be a lot. So getting that stretch in the quads. Beautiful. And we'll take a side stretch again. Right arm reaches over. Inhale to the sky and switch sides. Inhaling back to center and palms to the heart. Beautiful. From here, we'll come onto our seat. I'm going to take away everything beneath me. Knees out in front, feet out in front. Hands can come behind you. Do a little bit of that 90-90 windshield wipers, letting the knees just sway. Taking it as deep or not, right? As the knees come down, you might press the hips and chest open, pressing away from the hand. Getting a little bit of a back bend, if you will. Take that one more time. Beautiful. Let's all meet up with our knees going off to the right and then coming up on your seat. And if it doesn't feel good to come up on your seat, you can place a block underneath that might ease any tension in this back hip, or you can absolutely lengthen that leg. So lots of options there. Beautiful. And then from here, let's reach the left arm out. I'm doing a lot with cars lately, and we've been doing the shoulder cars. So the hand is out, palm facing in, and we're going to start to bring it up towards the sky. As we start to bring it up towards the sky, the only thing moving here is your shoulder. You're going to turn your hand so the palm faces out, keeping your chest going forward, bringing that hand behind you, and maybe even turning it more so the palm faces behind you. We don't move into pain in cars. You move around pain. So if there's a spot that doesn't feel good, move away from it. But cars are just so wonderful for our joints. Let's take this one more time. Beautiful. Nice. And let's take that to the other side. You might use your hands to get there, or you might not. So check it out, do what works for you. Again, this back leg could go straight if this doesn't work in your hip. And then reaching the right arm out, palm facing in. And again, the only thing moving right now is that shoulder. As you come up towards the sky, starting to face the palm out. And we're just working with range of motion here, getting the blood to go through, circulate through our joints, the nutrients. I take this one more time. Doing these every day has made a difference in my shoulders and my hips. I've been doing it with my hips as well. Beautiful. And then we can come back to our seat. We'll do one more shoulder stretch here, and then we're going to come on our back. So reaching the left arm to the sky. Let's drop the hand behind. You might use your other hand to kind of help that elbow up. And then the right arm comes up and over and perhaps grasps your elbow. Nice long spine here. Breathing in, breathing out. Of course, make any changes to this if this doesn't work in your shoulders this morning. Nice. Let's release that. Let it go. Inhaling the right arm up to the sky and drop the hand behind, maybe using the left hand to help it up. And then left arm up and over, maybe grabbing the elbow. And we breathe. Beautiful. And let's release the arms, the shoulders. Nice. And from here, we can come onto our backs just for a bit. Lengthen the spine. So you might lift up the hips and send the tailbone away so that lower back is nice and flush. Just feeling your body connected to the ground. Let the shoulders get wide. And we'll do some pelvic tilts, tilting the pelvis towards you and away. Nice. Releasing that. Let's draw the knees up so they're stacked over the hips. Arms might be out to the side, and you might bring your palms to face down for a little bit of support. As the core is lightly engaged, just bringing the knees about halfway to the left. A little bit of a twist, a little bit of strength. And we'll draw the knees back to center, letting them halfway drop to the right. Draw them back to center. Do that about 2 more cycles, your pace, your breath. Beautiful. And then we can bring the feet down with the knees bent, do a little bit of flossing, sending that right foot to the sky using your hands or strap behind your thigh, giving your foot a flex, point, a flex, and then bending the knee. And then press it to the sky, flex, point, flex, bend. Again, your pace. Just flossing that entire nerve and all the branches that go all the way down to your big toe. Starting at that sciatic nerve. The word flossing is so clear to it. You are really just moving it and getting all that junk away. Beautiful. And then let's switch sides, sending the left foot up, having it a point and a flex, and then bending the knee, just continuing your pace. Nice. And then we can release the left foot down. And let's send the right foot up again. You can use a strap if you like. Just to stretch into our hamstrings, letting the femur drop into the hip socket. Left knee could be bent or long, whatever supports your lower back here. And just check in with your shoulders that they're not curling up to hold on. Let them nestle into the earth. Breathing in, breathing out. Nice. And then we can bring that right leg just a little bit to the left, not much. As soon as I do that, I feel that stretch move several inches over and get deeper. And breathing into that. Let's bring that back to center. And from here, option to inhale the left leg all the way up to meet the right. Exhale, slowly releasing it down. Perhaps taking 2 more cycles of that, strengthening, warming up the quad. Beautiful, letting the left leg release down, either long or bent. And then we can take the strap off that right foot, bringing the knee in towards your chest. You can let your arms just relax at your side, and we'll do some hip cars here. So opening that right leg out to the right in that half froggy pose, pressing the foot away, turning the toes towards the sky and pulling it in. And same idea as we did with the shoulder. Anything that doesn't feel good in your body, skip it, move out of it. And if one hip is not happy today, you might not want to do this. So always listening to your body. And then going the other direction. Although again, this is just giving our entire hip joint some really beautiful circulation, not allowing pain into the area. Beautiful. Bringing that right foot down. And we'll send the left foot to the sky. Noticing the difference of the two sides, nice and wide with the shoulders. Feeling that femur bone, the thigh bone, just fall right into the hip socket. Breathing in, breathing out. And then you might bring the left leg just a little bit across the midline. Not much. Soft shoulders. Beautiful. And then bringing the left leg back. Option to inhale the right leg, right foot all the way up to meet the left. Engaging all the way up to your toes, maybe keeping them spread wide. Exhale, softening down. Knowing the strength of your core, of your quadricep. Maybe 2 more cycles. Lovely. And then you can leave the right leg down, remove the strap if you're using one, bend into that left knee. And again, option to take some hip cars here. So opening into that half froggy, pressing the left foot away, starting to close the hip and draw the knee in. Reversing. I'm going to take 2 full sets. Beautiful. And as you feel complete, we can place both feet on the ground, knees bent, setting up for bridge pose. Feeling all 4 corners of your feet as we press the hips up to the sky. Squeezing into the glutes. Feel as if you're pulling the soles of your feet towards you. Full breath in. Long breath out. Option to draw the right knee in. You might even lengthen that leg and then bring it down. Option for the other side. Of course, as always, listening to your body. Beautiful. You might sweep the arms back. On the exhale, slowly releasing down, letting the arms flow down, and then just find a flow that feels right for you. Maybe it's with the arms, maybe it's without. Feeling the opening in the hip flexors. And perhaps one more. Beautiful. And from here, we'll find our way back up. So you might rock along your spine, you might roll to your side and press your way up, however you'd like to get there. And we'll come right into a tabletop. You can use as many blankets as you like beneath your knees, wrists beneath the shoulders. Nice full breath in, belly drops, heart reaches forward, but the gaze is just towards the edge of your mat, so we're not cranking through the cervical spine. Exhale, rounding. You might even press the hips back if that feels good. And just find your movement here, your pace, your breath, your dance. Beautiful. And finding a long spine. You can float the right leg back and maybe the left arm comes forward. And then back to our tabletop. And we're just going to move like this. Right arm forward, left leg floats back. And tabletop. And like with everything, take what works, leave behind what doesn't. Do one more cycle. Beautiful. Let's extend the right leg long again. This time we'll cross it over the left foot. You might look over the left shoulder, maybe bringing the right hand, tented fingers in front of the left. Pressing that right heel back, really feeling that stretch up the whole right side of your body. Beautiful, bringing the right hand back. And then the right leg out to the right side. Toes facing forward. Inhaling the right arm up to the sky, peeling the heart open. And then on the exhale, threading the right hand behind the left wrist, getting a really nice stretch in the inner right thigh. Beautiful. Let's inhale that back to the sky. And exhale down. Option to tuck the left toes here and do some hip rocks. So just sending the hips back and coming forward. Soft shoulders here. Nice. And then from here, you might come up as we go for gate pose. I'll turn a little bit. See, sweeping the arms up to the sky. Exhale, right arm comes down the right leg, reaching the left arm over. And then inhaling the left arm up. And we can ground that left hand. And your right arm might be by your right cheek. It might be stacked. Just listening to your body here. Nice. And then you might stack the shoulders. You might lift that right leg, toes facing forward, really getting into the glute, the hip. Nice. And with a little momentum, you can come on up, pressing off that left hand. And exhale down, hands come back in front. We can draw the right knee back in, so we're back in our tabletop. Any movement in the spine that feels good. Nice. Extending the left leg long. And crossing that over the right foot, tucking the toes, looking over the right shoulder with an option to tent this left hand, left fingers, bringing it in front of the right hand. And really finding length, the whole left side of our body. Breathing in, breathing out. Beautiful. If the left hand is in front of the right, we'll bring it back. And then sending the left foot off to the left side, toes facing forward. Do some hip rocks here again, tucking the right toes to get a stretch in the fascia of your right foot. Soft shoulders, and maybe sending the hips back. A little rocking here. Nice. Coming back up. We'll ground the right hand, inhaling the left arm up to the sky. On the exhale, threading the left hand behind the right, pressing it away, getting a stretch in the inner left leg. Beautiful. You can inhale that back up to the sky. Nice. And then bringing the left hand down. And from here, we can come on up onto that right knee. Sweep the arms all the way up. Gate pose. Left hand comes down the left leg. Right arm reaches over. Nice. And then we can inhale up to bring the right hand to the right side. Maybe it's on a block. Left arm, the bicep might come by your cheek, or you might stack the shoulders. Nice. And then option 2, stack the shoulders if you'd like. Maybe lifting the left leg, toes forward. Really working the abductors here. Beautiful. And then with a little momentum, you might press off, feeling the strength of our body as we come back up. And then exhale, hands down. Left knee comes in. So we're back in our tabletop. Let's bring the feet to the right, looking over the right shoulder. Lifting the feet, bringing them to the left, looking over the left shoulder. And doing that a couple times. Keeping our spine nice and healthy. Nice. Coming back to center. And then from here, option 4, downward facing dog. You can bring your hands to blocks. You can bring your hands on a chair, on a wall. So tuck the toes. Maybe lifting the knees and starting to lengthen through the spine. So sending the hips back and then slowly lifting the hips towards the sky. You can keep a bend in the knees as long as you like. Beautiful. And perhaps pedaling it out if that feels good. Nice. And then from here, let's create a little wave in our body so we can send the hips back towards the heels and then roll the body forward into plank pose. You can bring your knees down right away, or you might keep them lifted, either one. On the exhale, let's press the hips back, downward facing dog. Walking our feet towards our hands. Either staying in ragdoll, taking opposite elbows, or if it feels best to keep your head above your heart, you can rest your forearms on your thighs. You might shake your head yes, shake your head no. Beautiful. Let's find a halfway lift here. Lengthening the spine, opening up the heart space. Shoulders are nice and wide. Beautiful. Bending into the knees, letting the heart lift as we start to look forward a bit. And we'll sweep the arms all the way up as we do, really pressing into the earth, feeling that support of the ground beneath us. Exhale, letting the hands rain down, come behind. Maybe interlacing the fingers, or you might grab a strap, or you might just rest your hands at your lower back. Beautiful. Option to bring your hands to your right hip as you draw that right elbow back. And either turning your head a little to the right or dipping the ear down. You find what feels appropriate. So getting a neck stretch here, letting the left shoulder be heavy, just releasing down. You might have a gentle yes nod, kind of feeling into the space. Beautiful. Bringing the head back to center, hands back behind. Option to sit back in our chair pose. Hands could be, again, wherever they want to be. The weight is in the heels, keeps our knees nice and happy. Option to hang out here or lengthen the legs, maybe take a fold. Beautiful, pressing up, bending into the knees, and we'll come back up, nice long spine. And option now to bring the hands to the opposite hip. That would be the left, right? I think so. Opposite hip, drawing the elbow back. And then either bringing the left ear towards the left shoulder or turning the head. Always noticing what feels appropriate in your body. You might give it a little bit of some gentle nodding here. Beautiful. Coming back to center, pressing the hands back, heart lifts. Let's release the fingers, sweeping the arms up to the sky. On the exhale, turning towards our right, letting the arms just sway down. Inhale back to center. And then exhale towards the left, arms sweep down. Inhaling back to center. Beautiful. Hands come to the heart space. Nice. So we're going to take a step back with the right foot into Warrior One. You can take it from standing or fold. You choose. I'm going to inhale my arms up to the sky. We take a fold. Halfway lift. Softening down. You might be there already. Stepping the right foot back, dropping that heel. Bending into the left knee. And maybe taking it slowly, feeling the engagement of the left leg to the earth here, feeling the strength of what holds us. Option to bring the arms to the sky. Hands could be at the hips, whatever works for you. And then checking in with your tailbone here, right? So we're going to think about almost like knitting the ribs together. Tailbone comes down towards the ground. Beautiful. Let's lengthen the left leg, let the arms sweep down, a little bit of balance here. And then again, come back into Warrior One, arms can reach up. We'll take that again, lengthening the left leg. And sweeping the arms up. Beautiful. Soft shoulders here. And then if you have blocks, you might want them near you. And we can do a little bit of press off with that right foot. I've been doing a lot with kind of flying into balances, because I just feel like balancing is about learning our body in space, right? So it's not so much how long we can stay in one position. It's really catching, learning. So pressing off with that right foot. Maybe we just kind of fly into one-legged Tadasana. You might tap down a few times. You might take it into Warrior Three. And then perhaps grabbing some blocks, settling into that, really getting the strength and that weight bearing on the left side, right toes facing down. Option to bend into the left knee and letting the right foot drop a bit. And then pressing back up. We are building bone. Maybe doing that 1 or 2 more times. Beautiful. And then we can bring the right foot down to meet the left. Find that halfway lift. And then softening down. Once roots arise, press it all the way up. Feel the ground beneath you. Nice. And once again, diving back down. And we're going to come back into Warrior One again. So if you'd rather take it from standing, please feel free. Otherwise, from this fold, stepping the left foot back, dropping the heel, bending into the right knee. And you might take it in slow motion to feel the engagement. Arms can come up to the sky or be at your hips. Soft shoulders. Again, checking in with your tailbone. And then option to lengthen that right leg. You might let the arms sweep down. There's balance and strength happening right here. Might do this 2 more times. Beautiful. And then finding our Warrior Two again. And again, playing with balance if that was at all interesting. So you might press off with that left foot, finding our, maybe a Warrior Three, eventually bringing the hands down to blocks, and then checking out the hips so the left toes facing down. And then once again, option to bend into the right knee, lowering the left foot down and then pressing up. So I know I said before, building bone, and we are. And so we're building bone and we're also releasing fascia here. Take that one more time. Again, take what works, leave behind what doesn't. This can be a lot. And then bringing the left foot down to meet the right. Finding that halfway lift and softening down. And from here, let's step the left foot all the way back. So we're in low lunge. Beautiful. Option to drop the left knee or keep it lifted, totally up to you. As we bring the right arm up to the sky. And then on the exhale, you can bring this right hand down, or you might thread it behind that left wrist. Bringing it back up to the sky. And then bringing it down. As we drop the left knee, if it's lifted, and you might have blocks here. I love blocks. And then sending the hips back, lengthening the right leg, maybe reaching the toes towards the sky. Nice stretch through the hamstrings, right up into that sciatic nerve, the glute, and reaching the right arm to the sky. Beautiful. Let's bring that right hand down, come back forward, low lunge. You can switch it out from down here. So right knee could come back, left foot steps forward. And you can stay right here or lift the right knee, whatever works for you right now. As we ground the right hand, left arm to the sky. Beautiful. Option to bring the left hand behind the right wrist. Little funky move here. And then sending it back up. Beautiful. Hand comes back down as we lower the right knee. And if you're using blocks. And then sending the hips back, lengthening that left leg, letting the toes reach to the sky. Grounding the right hand, sending the left arm all the way up. Beautiful. Left hand comes down. So we come back into our low lunge, and we'll send that left knee back. You might walk your hands forward a bit, sending the shoulders forward. So in a plank pose here with the knees down, you're always welcome to lift the knees. Wherever we are, we'll take a full breath in, hugging the elbows in, coming down to our belly. Beautiful. From here, nice full breath in as we take Cobra. So beautiful for our spine. You might bring some movement if that feels good. And softening down. Let's take that 2 more times. Beautiful. And we can press the hips all the way back and find child's pose. Your knees could be wide, they could be together. Your hands might be by your feet or out in front. And if this doesn't feel good in your knees, then just bring the hips above the knees in that puppy dog pose. Take about 3 breaths here. Beautiful. As you're ready, slowly coming onto our seat. Feet out in front, maybe a little windshield wiper before we come down. Releasing any held tension. And then as you're ready, finding your way onto your back. Nice. And so with the knees bent, option to bring your right ankle to your left thigh. Like with anything, if this doesn't feel good, skip it. Listening to your body. You might keep your left foot on the ground. You might draw the legs in. Notice if your body wants to rock or find stillness. Beautiful. And then switching sides. Left foot comes down, right foot comes down. And then you might stay here. And if this doesn't feel good, skip it or drawing the legs in. And then we can soften that right foot down, uncross the legs. Option here to bring something beneath your sacrum. It might be a block. If you have any back issues right now, you might make it lower and softer. You can keep your feet down or bring them up to the sky. Again, a really nice alternative is to let your calves just rest on a chair without anything beneath your back. One of my favorite ways to hang out is like that. This is so nice for our circulation and the inflammation. Nice. You can stay here as long as you want, right into Shavasana, or if you prefer, bringing the feet down, removing whatever might be beneath you. Heel toeing the feet nice and wide. One more set of some windshield wipers here, maybe cactusing the arms. Maybe turning the head opposite the knees and checking in with your body. Is there any shape, any pose that you'd like to come into? Please feel free. And as you're ready, finding your way into your Shavasana for this spring morning, what would serve you? What would support your body? What would support your heart? And what would support your mind, your spirit? Letting everything beneath you, let it feel like you're being held, to allow for space for your breath to flow effortlessly, and just be. I invite you to come back to your breath, your body, your space. Perhaps taking a full breath in through the nose. Exhale, release. Bringing any movement to your fingers, your toes, perhaps stretching. And if it serves you, rolling to your right or left side. Taking that moment to drop in. And coming back to your intention for this beautiful season ahead. And slowly making your way up to a comfortable seated position. I invite you to close your eyes or have a soft gaze. Perhaps bringing your hands to your heart space, offering yourself love, compassion, and so much gratitude for taking this time for you and sharing your practice with us. The light in me honors the light in you. I hope you have a beautiful day today. Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Cynthia.
Welcome spring. Enjoy the day, everybody. Enjoy the
Okay.
season. You're so cute, Lori.
See you next
Thank you.
So good seeing all you. Yeah. Be well, everybody.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.